Welcome to one of our country's most pleasant cities, a bounty of climate, sea air, good living, with the backdrop of some of the nation's muscle in the naval armada that calls San Diego home. This game has a 28-year history that is marked by high-scoring college football games with wild finishes, featuring many of the game's best players. The Pacific Life Holiday Bowl from San Diego, California. The 28th playing of the Holiday Bowl game, matching the Oregon Ducks of the Pac-10 and the Oklahoma Sooners of the Big 12. It is presented to you tonight in high definition by Phillips. And we hope we couldn't have better weather or better temperature to play a college football game, and this is one of the good ones in this postseason play.
Merry Christmas.
to achieve when you're running a spread offense. You can't get that real power stuff. Goes the other way with it to Demetrius Williams. Touchdown.
There's your running game. Great deception by Oregon. Gave the look of the option play to the wide side of the field. Came back and pitched it at the last second to Williams on the end around. Perfectly executed, and check out the blocking. Out in front, number 75, Jeff Schwartz, all 350 pounds of him, clears the way for Williams' score.
Penalty flag is in the wake of this run. Ball comes out, fight for it. Picked up by the Sooners, goes into the end zone, but there's a penalty flag back up here at the 50-yard line. Chris Messner was the man that picked up the ball and ran into the end zone with it. But there's a flag awaiting up yonder.
It is recovered by number 79.
And poor Chris Messner's dream of scoring a touchdown has just ended. Flag was thrown as the Sooners ran away from Nata and Long. And one of them was caught.
10 yards. Spot foul. Still second down.
And Adrian Peterson may have injured his hand on that punch out by Justin Finnessy. There's Finnessy, 31, trying to get Peterson out of bounds. Look at the strength of Peterson. But Finnessy doesn't quit. He chops the ball out of his hand. And that might have hurt the left hand of Adrian Peterson.
So they lose the touchdown. They lose the big run by Peterson. And we'll see about whether they lost Peterson or not. And the ball comes all the way back to the 40-yard line, where it's second down and 17. So the Sooners are struggling right now. That's their fourth penalty of the night. And this is Kewan Jones carrying. I'll tell you, he's not a gimme either. He's 5'9", 190 pounds, but he's a senior, and he's played a lot.
Yeah, very valuable. Very valuable to have him as a backup, especially with the fact that Jacob Gutierrez was hurt in that first half.
Here's Holly. News about Peterson.
Well, guys, after that play, he came to the sideline, was doubled over in pain, holding that left arm. Now he's standing on the sideline telling his coach that he can go back in. But now he's just taking off his helmet, guys. We're not sure if he's going to be able to go or not. He's very much in pain right now.
It is third down and 8 for the Sooners after possessing the ball at their 47 and losing a touchdown. Bomar throws, just flipped the ball over to Iglesias. He picks it up, and he's really trucking it down the sidelines, breaking 2 tackles to get down near the 15-yard line.
Well, Chris Messner didn't get a touchdown on that long play, that fumble after Peterson, but watch him block Devin Long here on this play. He rides Long behind the quarterback. Fantastic throw on the run by Bomar, and then the freshman Iglesias with his 5th catch of the night The three freshman receivers have 10 catches among them. That one went for 34 for number 9.
The ball is at the 16. Out of the shotgun, Bomar looking to the corner. Touchdown. J.D. Reynolds.
Great pass protection for Bomar. In fact, this offensive line's done a great job tonight, not giving up any sacks. And only 3 in the last 4.5 games. As Bomar's able to step up in the pocket, find Reynolds on the wheel route against the linebacker. Messner with another good job on long and a perfect strike as Reynolds catches his 5th career touchdown pass.
The extra point try by Hartley. Good. And the Oklahoma Sooners have their first lead since they led 3-0. They now go on top in the third quarter with 9:20 to play by a score of 10-7. Second down and 10. Ball is handed into the belly of Peterson, and he's on a tear right now. He's ripping apart.
Well, I guess he answered the question about his forehead. His willingness to take on tacklers with his forehead cut wide open just moments ago. Check out this play by number 28. Watch the head go down. Chung right there. J.D. Nelson. Big first down for the Sooners. And the blood seeps through the bandage now.
Well, the adrenaline is really, really flowing. And looks like he's hurting all over. Well, after what he's been doing, you can understand why. It's a first down. The ball is at the 23-yard line, and Alan Patrick is the running back. And it's the running game now that's paying off for Oklahoma.
And what so often happens in any game where momentum starts to shift, it's the big guys up front that make it shift. We've seen the Sooners defense take control of the line of scrimmage. Right now it's the Sooner offensive line controlling and pushing the Oregon Ducks backwards on every snap.
The ball is laying on the 19-yard line where it is second down and 6. And Kewan Jones is back in at the running back spot. Peterson is still on the sidelines, and Jones gets it, cuts it, gets a daylight, goes inside the 10. First down and goal for Oklahoma at the 8-yard line of Oregon.
Well, this is Sooner football. What they did in the first half was not. They majored in the pass in the first half, had very little yardage on the ground, but right now it's strictly on the ground. Kewan Jones and Adrian Peterson behind that big offensive line.
Davin Joseph was the man that had that big block to get him down there. It's Jones. It's touchdown. Chris Chester let him in.
It's almost as if the Oklahoma offensive line was mad that Chris Messner's touchdown was taken away from one of their brothers. Because they have just dominated that offensive line. Chester with a huge block there as Kewan Jones went in virtually untouched.
Hartley for the point. The hole by McEachern. Good.
Led by Adrian Peterson's determination and willingness to lower his head to take on tacklers, the Sooner wagon is rolling right now. Kewan Jones from 8 yards out, and the Sooners extend their lead to 10.
Beer spring.
Well, according to Stoops, nobody's hurt.
That was during the quiet of lunch. Ball is handed to Peterson again, and he goes hammering into the middle.
He lost the ball.
Fumbled the ball, and Oregon's claiming they've got it.
He was stretching for the end zone, and Trucks came away with it.
I don't think the officials have agreed with that verdict yet.
Well, Trucks ripped the ball out of his hands as he was trying to break the plane with the ball.
The ruling on the field, the runner was not down. On bodies of players, fumbled the ball. First down.
He definitely was not down. He was on top of the stack, and as he reached the ball for the goal line, Dan's right. Trucks took it away from him.
That's the third fumble recovery for Trucks. This is a gift from Adrian Peterson. Not a bad decision. This would, if it's good, would cut the lead.
Not going to be a field goal. They got a man going to the corner of the end zone, and that gets a penalty flag.
Well, they're trying all kinds of trick plays. What a brilliant call by Bellotti. Because Leaf is the holder. Split day out to the wide side, and if he wasn't interfered with, he might have caught this ball. But you know, the ball looked like it was sailed out of bounds. This might be ruled
going out of bounds. Yeah.
Be uncatchable.
Eric Bassey was the defender for
Pass
Oklahoma.
interference, 13 on the defense. Spot foul. Automatic. First down.
I tell you what, that's a bad call. This ball landed 5 yards out of bounds. This was uncatchable. Look at Bassey hustle out there to find Dave. But watch where this ball lands. Not even in the chalk, which is a good 3 yards wide. Oh, Oregon got away with one there.
3-yard line where it's first and goal, Oregon.
Heads up play by Bassey, though, to prevent the touchdown. But that ball was uncatchable.
It is first and goal on the 3 for the Oregon Ducks. They're down by 10 points, 3:34 to play in the game. Low snap, Leaf gets it. Lost a high one into the end zone. It is touchdown. Tim Day, who hadn't caught a TD pass all year, and suddenly the big guy is involved in 2 big plays, and one of them was the touchdown.
Yeah, got it over Darian Williams.
Leaf runs it up into the middle.
But you know, the bad snap just took that whole play and threw it in the trash can. Just been a problem all night for Anoka Lucas with Dusty Dvorak on his nose. The ball has come back low and just throws the timing off, especially on an option play, as that one appeared to be.
Second down and 9 from the 19.
Whitehead's back. Leafs pass intercepted by Clint Ingram. And that's your door slammer.
There's a flag down on the field, but that's for excessive celebration. And why not, Clint? Your 5th pick of the year. That just saved the game, because that was going to be a touchdown to Demetrius Williams if the ball's thrown 2 inches higher. Great job by Ingram stretching out and picking that one off.
Following the interception, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 44. That'll be half the distance to the goal. First down, Oklahoma.
Clint Ingram, one of the 4 senior captains. Great play.
You can see Williams was behind him, but the ball is thrown too flat by Leaf. What an athletic play, and I'm not so sure that this action right here is unsportsmanlike. I think that's just a kid having fun and winning a game for his coach and his team.
So the Oklahoma Sooners with the ball and only 33 ticks remaining on the clock, and Oregon with what, 1 timeout remaining?
Yep.
School's out. This baby's over. 17-14, and the game is finally over, and the Oklahoma Sooners have won the ball game by a score of 17-14. Well, it got pretty exciting in that final minutes of the fourth quarter. But Oklahoma won the ball game in the third quarter when they scored 2 touchdowns. And then interception made it stand up. And your final is for the Sooners. Here's Holly.
Coach Stoops, what happened there at the end?
Well, we made some foolish plays, and we go and get a personal foul and stop the clock. You know, just need to play smarter, but we did what we need to do and won.
Told you at halftime the team behind comes back to win. Your offense finally got rolling. What worked with the running game?
I'm glad you reminded me of that. But as I said coming out at halftime, we wanted to get them moving early, get them running, hopefully tire them down, and then hit them in the second half of the running game. It worked for a good part of it. I liked in the first half. We were close to making some more plays. We didn't feel we were just strong enough initially just to pound them early. We wanted to try and work them later in the game, and it worked for us.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Final score, Oklahoma 17, Oregon 14, and another great Pacific Life Holiday Bowl game. This has been a presentation of ESPN.